Hi guys. I just wanted I had a few more thoughts. Uh, I know it's probably not going to happen just because of the style of the game, but would it be bad if there was maybe a horror theme to it, kind of like Devil May Cry 1 or Dead Space? Well, I was actually just watching Dead Space, so I think the nighttime would be or maybe a special dungeon would be a perfect example of like scary enemies. I kind of want some scary enemies because it's nighttime. It's supposed to be scary, and creepy. And I don't know. It probably won't happen, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Uh, I'm loving the huge bosses like the ones shown in the NX trailer. The big what is it? Boko Goblin? Boko Goblin? Not a Moblin. That thing looks awesome. I can't wait to fight it. And the huge skeleton from I think a trailer long ago. I think he was in the ice region or maybe the desert area. Yeah, it was a huge skeleton. Anyway, um, well, I had some points, but now I just kind of forgot them. Oh well. Right. I just love watching this gameplay. Like, I just want more Zelda. That's so cool. Um, throw it. No. Well, I don't know really what else to talk about right now. The temperature gauge is pretty cool. The sound gauge is cool. All high tech. You can whistle. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to talk about or want me to talk about. Let me know. Like, uh, I'd love to hear. I'd love to give you my thoughts on basically anything in this game. Love the cooking system. I wonder if he'll have different projectile weapons, such as shuriken or the claw shot the claw. See, this game, the claw shot would be extremely amazing because he can just climb anything. So that would be great. That would be a huge advantage. Plus, oh, the boomerang. I think that'd be pretty cool. I've never honestly been a fan of boomerangs, but you know, in this game it just works. It doesn't work like it would in real life because like how it could keep enough energy to come back to it. It'd have to be a magic boomerang. Like yeah, of course it's going to be a magic boomerang. It just that's how it is. Magic boomerang for the win. I'd also like to see. I see the throwing mechanic like he almost threw the axe. I hope he throws the spear a different way. Like I hope he chucks it like like a spearman. Like I hope he doesn't just like swing it around and try and spin it or something. Um, yeah, guys, there's not much else to say. Well, I'm sure there's a lot else to say, but just right now it's like 5 in the morning, and I have no idea what to talk about. My brain's kind of like in between on and off. I just had this amazing dream. But that was another story. Um, yeah, I want to see more dynamic combat, more in depth. A game called what was it? It was a PlayStation exclusive. It's coming out. It's like Dark Souls. A white-haired samurai dude. I had a really simple name. I think it's just called like Oni or Neon, something like Nioh. I think it is. And you could switch your stances to high, mid, and low. And if you went high, you'd had superpower attacks. Like all your attacks would be strong but slow. Medium, you'd be excellent at blocking, and your attacks would be moderately fast. Low, your attacks would be really fast. You'd be great at dodging, and you'd be swift. And I'm not saying like they like implement that into Zelda, but that'd be cool. Like imagine like if Link actually had like a martial arts aspect to his fighting style. I'm not saying he doesn't, but from what I've seen, it's mostly just a fantasy style of fighting. Um, he just swings his sword, you know. And I'm not saying like I want him to cut down on all the slack, or like he could make his swings tighter and faster, and he could use more thrusts with his sword, or maybe like use the axe and like use the bottom end and bash somebody with the back part and then come in for the swing, or like I'm not saying he needs all that, but I think he is a master with most weapons, and he picks up. He knows how to use them. So I think that'd be cool to see him like use them better. Is what I'm saying. Or like with a bow, when he pulls, I want him to like pull back the string, and you can see the other arrow already in his hand, like in the reverse grip, like holding the feathered tail end. Like that would be so cool, That'd just be a little thing that I appreciated about the game. And speaking of, see, like he goes all the way back, swings it. What if he just did an overhead chop and like came down on the back of the neck? That'd be like a critical hit if I ever saw one. But it's a game, so and they're mostly about adventuring, so it's not like I can fault them for any of that. I mean, you can't add in everything. It'd just be nice to try and add in everything. Just because I really want this game to like, just, I guess I'm expecting a little much, just because of what I like about fighting, and this game is just so amazing to me. I want it to like just include everything, and I shouldn't like be that hyped for it. I just am. I know it's stupid, but I just am. I would like to see some brass knuckles or some gauntlets that let him use hand-to-hand fighting. He picks it up. He's a master with basically every weapon, so why not his own body? You know what I mean? Like, I want to see him do some grapples and like some headlocks or maybe a throw or two, That'd be so cool. Imagine him catching the bokobo stick or club and then like just like spin like a judo throw, just spinning him and tossing the dude off to the side. Or better yet, like maybe if you ever seen Ip Man, like Wing Chun, like what if he just like batted it off to the bottom side and just smacked him in the face, or punched him real hard. Or what if he just went all brawler and like he blocks it with his forearm. Well, parry it, you shouldn't just do a static block. But what if he just parried it with his like left arm and then jumped up and kneed the thing in the face? Like, would that just be too brutal? Would that just be too awesome, or like too brutal, or like what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think? I want to hear your opinion, because I like talking about this, but I like talking about it with other people too. Yeah, so I'd love to see like a melee style, like just hand to hand, like Muay Thai. That'd just be so cool. Or you could do like a Captain America shield, like fighting with just his shield, like if he didn't have a weapon in his other hand. Shield fighting. Or let's see him get into this fight right here. What else? There's a lot of martial arts. Like, for some reason, as a hunter, I feel like he would definitely be more stealthy, and I guess fighting would be his last resort if he didn't have anything else at all. But it's just an option for the player, and that's just what I want, an option for the player. Like, see, what if he was on the ground right there, and Link just went over and like hit him in the like elbowed him in the face, or like got on top of him, started pounding him. Just things like that. Yeah, you know how immensely strong you have to be to create a shockwave that can lift somebody up in the air? Like, I don't know. See, I want throwing weapons to be equipable either to the bow or to the sword hand, and I want him to have like maybe like fist attacks he can do, and then like if he wants to, he can throw them. But see, when you throw a weapon, it arcs like way too early. I want him to be able to throw it straight for longer than the sword. I'm also hoping with for weapons that are weapons and shields and armor that do really good special effects. Like I want a shield that has the special effect to not break while shield surfing. Like if like the shield doesn't lose durability while you shield surf. Um, it can still break, but you'd only take it out to shield surf. You know what I mean? Like when you want to go down a huge mountain and speed run. Or I'd want a sword that you can throw, or a spear that called Gunganir that you can throw, and like it tracks the target. Like not something like following it around, but it kind of auto aims. Uh, I'd like a sort. I guess I'd like a sort of Excalibur type weapon, though he'd have to have a sheath. I'll catch it. Oh. Um. Maybe like a green scarf. Like it could make him like not invincible to physical attacks, but it'd be a nice little nod. Oh, you can't mark him. Uh, I like his book. It's like a Green Lantern ring, and I've always said if Link had a Green Lantern ring, bro, like that's it. Like Ganon, go home. Like a willpower created construct from Link, the dude with the of courage, like, like come on, like it's not even a contest. Um, well, I guess that's about it. Melee attacks or physical attacks, melee, short dagger like attacks. Throwing weapons, kunai and chain. I'd like to see more ways.